All right, let's get ready to rip. When you go to a track or facility, it's not about the money in the track. It's about the people. Guys, I don't give a shit about anything but making this hobby better. You don't have to put them into a late model right out of the hit. Put them in a slash. Let them bang around on the bathtubs. So this week we're going to go to racer etiquette. Racer etiquette is a hot topic. A lot of people are always asking about or thinking about or talking about. And I don't blame them. It's very, very hard to not talk about racer etiquette. Racer etiquette is a topic that gets most people in trouble. Most people don't like the confrontation that comes with it. And I don't think it has to be confrontational. I just think it has to be an honest opinion. If the racer etiquette is better, the racing is better. Let's do it real simple. We'll start out simple. A guy's in the lead by 2 laps. I call the races, and most people do. They call them that way as the number 1, number 2, you're on the lead lap. You're the only 2 cars on the lead lap. And I call out the car. We say the green and black 51 of Jeremy Morris is in number 1, and the number 9 of Scuba is in number 2, the Mountain Dew car. Those 2 guys, slash street stock, are the only ones on the lead lap. Okay? That's what it is. So, with that being said, if you're not one of those 2 cars, and I call it, or any race director, or owner, or operator, or whatever you want to call them, if they call that out and that you're here, then guess what? That's what you need to do. You going to steal the show again tonight? Marley wants to get in on the shot, guys. So if that's the case, then great. Let's do it, right? Let's make that happen. Make sure you know that guy's coming. I said, hey, our leader is just past the start-finish line, coming out of 2 now. But if you're on the backstretch and he's coming, you got to know he's coming. You got to go look around your car and see what that is, right? So that's one of the big things. That's the easiest one there. If you have a lead car and you're a lap or 2 down, just get out of the way. It ain't that hard. You're on the driver's stand with them. There's usually 6 at our track. I don't know what everybody else does, but say you have 6 and you're on the driver's stand together and say, I'm going high. I'm a lap car, I'm going high. So they'll know that that's you and you're going high. And most guys know each other somewhat. As the heats go through, I think a lot of announcers will call the cars. I like to be able to call the cars by color, by number, and by name. So, like I just said, the number 9 is going to be Scuba. He's going to be black and green more than likely. He's going to be in a Mountain Dew car. Right? So I know that. Jason Van Ice is going to be the 71. He's going to be in the silver car. Anthony is going to probably be in something purple, and it's probably going to have a 911 on it. Who else is very common? The 12A, that's going to be Josh Albee. He's going to be in a blue and white, more than likely, of some sort. White and blue or blue and white with orange letters. That's Josh Albee. He's probably going to be there, Tommy switches up a little bit, but he has a red, white, and blue number 8, or he has a fuchsia V-Mod and SC Mod. So, that you call it out. And as you're racing with people, you guys have to be able to listen and understand that so that whenever the heats come in or the mains come in, you know where you're at, right? So, once you're racing heats for position, heads up, like we will for the Shriners race, and make sure you do that. Okay? That's a great thing. That's a great thing to be able to do, is to be able to get out of that guy's way, let him run his race. If you're racing for second or third, or you're trying to stay on the lead lap, if you're on the tail end of the lead lap, and a driver and a number one comes up on you, you don't have to give that up, in my opinion. You just have to know that that's the driver coming and he's faster than you. He's about to lap you. You don't have to give up the position unless you just want to, but you have to race him as clean as you can. And say he gets under you, he gets under you. You know, like, I understand wanting to fight for the lead lap, but you have to have that common understanding that he's coming and he's faster than you, and you don't have to bow down, but you have to race him as clean as possible. With that being said, let's talk about clean racing. Clean racing is very simple. You have to keep it as clean as you can. Racer etiquette. Guys coming up on you. I don't care what position you're in. If you're in third and fourth and you're fighting for those positions, race that guy clean. If he gets a nose into your door, you probably need to not cut in on him. Right? I feel like if you are on the rear quarter, maybe the guy that's coming in should probably lift a little bit to make sure you guys don't wreck. But when you get door to door, you get the nose up to the front fender for sure. You know, give them some room. Give each other some room. Race it back. You know, maybe he got you low this time. Next time in 3 and 4, 1 and 2, get him back. Don't wreck the whole field because you're worried about, that. Talking about wrecking the whole field. Guys, you don't win it on the first lap. We get one restart, and that's it. We have been lenient at times if it's just something crazy or it's a small show, but for the most part, we're one restart. That's all you get. So you're not going to win it on the first lap of a 50-lap A main. Or a 30-lap A main, or B main, C main, lower main, we do 30s. You're not going to win it there, so don't do it. Just make sure that you understand that's how that works. Don't wreck the whole field by trying to get that first lap, get out there. If you're second and you're trying to get clean air, I understand it, but just give it some time. If you're faster, you're going to get it. And that happens not as much in the A main. We do a chip draw to keep the leaders towards wherever they end up. Maybe it's in the back and maybe it's still in the front. But we do that. That helps everybody be able to fight through the field, but don't wreck them in the first lap. Okay? Again, in my opinion, that is racer etiquette also. Okay? You don't have to do that. Guys, I think it makes the racing so much cleaner. It makes it so much more fun. I'd rather see a door-to-door action than I would just driving through each other. Say you do happen to get into somebody. Say you made an error and you got into somebody. What do? You wrecked him or her. You did it. And you know you did it. If you wreck the guy, you know you wrecked the guy. What do? You wait for him. You wait for him to get going again. If you've wrecked, more than likely in the A main, if you've wrecked already, you're probably done anyway. Right? There's a clean guy out there going to make that. Now, you might get second, third. You might get first. You never know. There might be another wreck and the guy might get it too. But common courtesy is whenever you wreck somebody, good racer etiquette is wait on them, in my opinion. Okay? Just wait. Wait for them. Get your positions back where you were. If you were in the lead and he was right behind you, get back in that lane. Usually it's the third, we'll say third and second. The third place guy wrecks the second place guy and then takes off without him to get that position. Don't do that. Just wait on him. Okay? Another racer etiquette. Guys, marshalling nobody wants to do. There's a a few guys that enjoy it, and there's a few people that really do a good job at it when they do it, whether they have to do it or don't have to do it. When they are tasked to do that job, they do a great job. As a racer, when you are marshaled, it's not the marshal's fault that you're there. Okay? We've talked about this on the Kempton Speedway page many, many times. We're going to go over it again on Sunday. That's where you guys are going to be able to get in the chat and let's see what happens. 7 o'clock on the Kempton Speedway page. You guys can get all your comments in. That's where your voice can be heard also. Okay? So this is just a preview. So a guy's marshaling. It's not his fault you're in the dump, right? He did not jump the wall. He did not traction roll. He did not set his car up wrong. He did not push into the wall and drive over the wall. That's not his fault. He didn't do that. You did it. You did that as a driver. That is not the marshal's fault. Do not take it out on the marshal. Okay? We've had cases here where a marshal, a racer didn't feel the marshal picked his car up fast enough. Don't get there and you don't have to worry about it. Or the guy's worried that, he picked up the wrong car. Don't get there. The other guy on the track that never got in that position didn't have to worry about what the marshal did. Okay? We had another case of a guy got marshaled and lost the lap because he come over the pipe. We have a pipe on the inside of our track. Those of you that haven't been here don't know. We have a pipe on the inside of our track. He hit the pipe, and when he hit the pipe, he jumped out and almost hit the marshal in 1 and 2. Well, the marshal in 1 and 2 did not go back and set him down where he went out at. He just set him down just outside of turn 2, out of the corner, so he don't get smoked. And he said, I missed a lap because of that. Well, the marshal's not responsible for finding out where you went out and putting you in the exact same spot. That's not how that works either. Okay? So, I think off-road's a little bit better with that, but in oval, that's not how it works. And if you jump a pipe, it's about 3 inches high. That's not on the marshal either. You know what I mean? Where he puts you down is where he puts you down. Okay? I'm sorry that I'm kind of sorry, but not really that you lost the lap. You shouldn't have been in the middle and it would have never happened. Okay? Yelling at a marshal, arguing with the marshal, that's handled by the track owner or operator. There's no reason to do it. Okay? We haven't had a lot of problem with that here at our track. We hope that doesn't become a problem, and it won't. We'll solve those problems, okay, before they ever start. So make sure that you don't, you're not that guy, okay? Guys, we're racing toy cars, enjoying toy cars. We can really get it done, right? Guys, I understand it's very, very intense a lot of times on the driver's stand, even with toy cars. You're racing, you're number one, you want to beat the guy next to you. Maybe you have a little grudge there, and hey, I'm all about the grudges, guys. I love it whenever you get a good competition. It's clean competition, but it's still, man, I want to beat that guy. He's from the next town. He's the guy that's always beat me. Whatever that is a great competition to me. And grudge that way is great. I love it. I think that a lot of guys, a lot of more of that should happen, because then people can see it. They can get behind you. They can get behind that matchup. But the reality of it is, guys, when we're done, we're all just guys out here having a great time playing with toy cars. So don't be that guy yelling at people on the driver's stand because they wrecked you. Don't be that guy that holds that grudge in a negative way. A good race, a good grudge is just that. Good competition, somewhat friendly. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to give the guy a Christmas card every year and a kiss on the cheek when you see him. That's not what it's about. You have that friendly relationship to say, man, you got me this time and I'm getting you the next one. That is good racer etiquette also. Guys, racer etiquette is not only just your actions on the track, it's your actions in the whole deal, in my opinion. The way you interact with the other guys, the way you work with the other guys, the way the guys react to accidents, the way the guys react to whatever, broken cars. Guys, if your car breaks, I know it gets emotional. I know the guys have thrown cars. We've talked about it on here before. I know a month back that a guy, threw his cars because he got beat up in the mains. But he walked off the stand and he handled that in his own way. I don't want to see that, but I understand it. But don't take it out on the guy. I mean, you can go to him and have a gentleman conversation, a great understanding of how it works, and say, hey guys, man, you wrecked me bad, but let's try to get better. Don't run me so hard in the corner. You guys are not going to be all foo-foo and friendly and go out and have coffee afterwards, maybe. But the reality of it is, next time you're at the track together, you get over it. Right? Don't hold that grudge of negative bullshit. The guys are like, oh, he hit me last time, I'm taking him out. That's not how it works. Believe me, I have a son that is 16 years old, and he drives very erratically. And to say he's not going to take somebody out, I can't say that. Can I say that he's not attempted that before? I'm sure he has. And we had that conversation that, hey, man, just don't do that. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. So I think that that's the best way to put that. Do I feel sometimes, even myself, when I see something sitting at the edge of the track, running the timing, say, man, that was dirty. 99% of the time, I'm going to call it out. I'm going to say, oh, you took out the leader. Great job. You have to know what's there, guys. You have to. Don't cause a wreck because of what we'll talk about in the future as setup. You know what I mean? Don't just be the smarter guy. Racer etiquette, in my opinion, also leads to that. You get out there and your car's junk, pull it. If your car's junk in heat 1, I don't say make a bunch of changes in heat number 1 because the track's probably still pretty loose. It's going to get tighter. 99% of the tracks you go to, it's going to get tighter as the night goes on. So with that being said, make small adjustments to get around. The second heat, dial it in a lot better, right? And get ready for the mains. The mains, you should be ready to rip. But if your car isn't, man, if your car isn't ready in the second heat, pull it off and make some changes and put it back out there. Try to get it better. Try to set it up for a tighter condition because it's going to tighten up 99% of the time. So when it tightens up, be ready for it to tighten up, right? That's what that's all about. When it gets to mains and your car is not right, I'm not saying pull it. I hate for a guy to pull his car and not put it back on the track. But even in the mains, if you have something you can make a quick adjustment on, or you got a guy standing by the side that can make an adjustment, you're not going to win, but you're still going to get laps in and you're going to see how close you can get there. Because the guy that has the car set up correctly is not going to do it. You know what I mean? And he's going to make it happen. You're not going to catch him if you have to stop and make an adjustment and lose a lap or two. But you're still being able to get out there and get laps in. And really, that's what we're doing. You're trying to be the best you can be. I hate to see a guy pull it because he's mad because his car's not working. But you know what I hate even worse is when a guy leaves his car out there and gets out there and wrecks somebody because of it. The last thing I'm going to say about it is this, guys. Make sure you guys, and I'm going to call this racer etiquette too because it's all part of being knowledgeable enough to do it. Guys, if your car doesn't fit the rules, make it fit the rules. Figure it out. Whatever you need to buy if you're wanting to race that track in that class. Okay? Make sure you do that. Make sure you bring a car that fits the rules somewhere. We had it a while back with an A-mod, B-mod deal. Don't do that. That's not good racer. I don't know if you call it etiquette or not, but I mean, I group it in the whole thing. And to me, etiquette is complete racer, I don't know, knowledge, racer attitude, respect, maybe even loyalty. Respect probably more than anything. You know what I mean? Respect the driver, respect the track owners, and all that's into etiquette, in my opinion. So if you bring something that's not legal for any class that they're running and you throw it in a class trying to get away with it, that's not good racer etiquette, in my opinion. Racer etiquette goes way further than a lot of people see it. A lot of people think of it as just your actions on the track. I feel like it's getting to the track. It's going during the race. It's how you handle yourself. It's how you handle yourself in the pits. I feel like racer etiquette goes much further than when you're on the oval. A lot of guys get picked apart on the oval for racer etiquette, and the biggest thing is wrecking a leader or wrecking a guy that's 2 or 3 laps down or not getting out of the way, whatever that is. We all talked about it just minutes ago. So, guys, make sure you guys check yourself at the door. Make sure you check yourself every time you get on the track. Do the best for the hobby and have great racer etiquette. Guys, we can talk about this more, and we'll talk about it all night long on Sunday night, 7 o'clock, Kempton Speedway Facebook page. We go live for an hour, 2 hours, whatever it is. You guys can jump on anytime after 7 o'clock. If we're still live, throw your comments in. That's where your opinions matter. Make sure you get out there and get that done. Watch on Fridays. You'll get to see this one, and you'll get to see what we're going to talk about on Sunday. That'll help you prepare yourself for the Sunday show. That's what it's all about. Thank you, Dave, again, for letting me do this on your social media, on your YouTube channel. It's a complete honor. We love racing. We want it to be better. One of my favorite things is it's not about the money, and it's about the people. And I don't give a shit about anything except for making this hobby better. So if I can do that in any way, and if it's talking about it and doing what we're doing right here, if that helps somebody out there get in the hobby, stay in the hobby, make the hobby better, that's what we're doing. Thank you so much, Dave, and we'll see you guys on the Kempton Speedway page or at a racetrack near you.
Thank you for listening to another great podcast on the RCU radio channel. Please like, subscribe, and tell your friends to join the channel for more RC content. RCU Radio. We cover it all.